Moving on to USD Swiss on the daily time frame, we can see we've had a break of structure in towards the downside. This is our swing high and this is our swing low. This high hasn't closed above this high and therefore it's not a valid break of structure, rather just some form of a liquidation. This is currently the demand zone that's in control and it could just be the fuel to push price back in towards the upside. However, because we are trading after this internal break of structure and we've just taken out this significant liquidity high, it would make sense to see some short-term downside to points of liquidity on the daily time frame, which would be these two lows over here, where you could then look for that reversal back it up towards the highs. If we go down onto the 4-hour time frame, what we can see is we've got our most recent break of structure over here. This is our swing low and this is our swing high. So similar to the daily, it does now make more sense after this break of structure here to trade down towards significant points of liquidity like these two lows. However, it could be that after a liquidation of this low or even the lows that it's just liquidated, we could see that upside move. Now, I personally like to wait for the order flow to change, and the order flow is currently here. This is the supply zone that's in control. So after taking this liquidity, it would only confirm to me that we are going to head higher once we break and close above this high. But then at that point, a retracement towards the demand zone, we're pretty much at my draw on liquidity already, and therefore I probably won't touch USD Swiss. Moving on to USD Yen, we can see we are still at dangerous levels. We've had a bit of a buy up since market open, and on Friday we are trading after this 4-hour break of structure. We are at 162 levels, and I did say last week anywhere between 163 and 165 we should see that intervention, and I'm still debating a position where I just simply limit the 163, stop above the 165, and then just target anywhere really. You can monitor this one as it is or just trade it back down to where it last was after the intervention. Now for the final major dollar pair, we've got USDCAD, and on the daily time frame we can see we've had that break of structure in towards the upside, and this is the current swing range that we're trading within. Now we are very overextended and trading after an internal break and a swing break of structure, so an inevitable downside is upon us. However, it's not clear where that's going to start from. We are starting to see supply take control here, but we've not got that confirmation that we're going to head down lower. But I do feel like we need to see a liquidation of some lows before we can see any further upside. So I'd look at points like this before looking for that next position.